Good morning. My name is Panthea Lee. I'm principal and co-founder of Reboot, a service design firm designing programs, policies, and services in the fields of governance and international development. I am also the jury captain of the service design category for the C77 Design Awards. And I'm here live in New York City with my jury team and with Lara Penin.
Hi there, my name is Lara Penin. I'm a jury member. Assistant Professor Parsons, the New School for Design, where I teach and coordinate the service design area of study. I'm also co-founder of the Parsons Thesis Lab that works with service design towards social innovation sustainability.
Great. And unfortunately, we're missing 3 members of our jury team today. We're missing Ted Booth, principal at Method, Shrupti Shah, the director of Deloitte GovLab, and Helen Walters, writer, editor, and researcher at Darwin. Unfortunately, all 3 are out of town today, so you'll just get the 2 of us. So we were really excited by all the entries that we received for the service design category this year. It was fantastic to go through all the student and professional entries, and in coming together, the jurors decided on 3 buckets of criteria by which we evaluated the projects. So we evaluated the projects based on the robustness and the thoroughness of process, by the quality and the cohesiveness of the resulting service offering, and for the professional entries in particular, by demonstration of real-world impact. And so Lara and I will talk through the 3 criteria and specifically what we looked for. So with regards to process, we really were trying to understand how rigorous and comprehensive was the process the team undertook to explore, design, develop, and test their solutions. So did the team fully explore and understand the issue or the challenge they set out to tackle? Did they explore all sides of the issue? Did the team do the research to develop a deep and nuanced understanding of their users, and not just the end users, but all the stakeholders and service chain intermediaries as well? Did they understand their needs, their aspirations, their capacities, and their pain points? And finally, was there adequate time and energy put against live testing and against iteration with all the users?
Right. About the quality of service, we looked at how effective was the solution in terms of leveraging appropriate delivery channels, deploying effective communications and consumer education campaigns, orchestrating a service experience that was effective across touch points, and meeting the needs of these diverse users and stakeholders.
And then finally, the 3rd criteria we were looking at was demonstration of impact. So did the team define the metrics for impact at the start of the project? And then was there focused attention on meeting these stated goals throughout the project? And finally, what was the impact of the project, and was it credibly measured and demonstrated?
Right. So, in addition to these 3 main criteria, we also looked at the designer's enterprise, overall creativity, and intent in our assessment.
Fantastic. And so, without further ado, the student entries from this year, and the student winners rather from this year.
All right. So, the first notable project is KD Lib by Michael Schnell of Strat College, Paris, France. So KD Lib is a free of charge urban mobility service for goods. It's a low-cost design solution for the complex phenomenon of the stray shopping cart. Shopping carts abandoned in public space by the users after transporting any type of goods due to the lack of appropriate local mobility solutions. KD Lib is a simple shopping cart sharing system with stations in the city and next to the shops. The clients can use KD carts as an urban transport service. They receive an award, like a deposit, when leaving a cart in a station. And here's our assessment. We thought this project is very interesting, and as it took an existing negative individual behavior and tried to generate new positive value for the public. The jury, however, would have liked to see a greater recognition of precedents in this issue area, and there's more research around other solutions that tackle this challenge and their respective pros and cons. and that altogether might have led to a stronger concept. And even if the service is presented and finished, the intent and motivations are admirable, and we really like the project.
Yeah, excellent. The next runner-up student entry is Designing for Doctor and Patient Interactions in the Leave-Taking Experience by Kipum Lee of Case Western Reserve University, who worked with Timothy Anderson, Emeka Mbanafo, Nicole Dugale, and Yalik Diaz for Cleveland Clinic Foundation in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, in the United States. Now, this was an academic research project for a capstone MBA class called Design in Management, Concepts, Methods of Practice, and Products at the Weatherhead School of Management at Case Western Reserve University. This project addresses the area of patient experience and was a joint collaboration between Weatherhead and the Office of Patient Experience at Cleveland Clinic. Out of the many dimensions and moments of patient experience, this project focused on the issue of doctor-to-patient interaction during the discharge phase. So we thought that this project demonstrated strong research and analytical work, and the designers are really to be commended for considering an array of stakeholder perspectives and responding to what was quite a complex challenge. The proposed solutions are practical, creative, and resource-light, and accompanied by cost-benefit analyses which really demonstrate the designer's understanding of the institutional realities grounding the project. While the process and analysis was strong, we would have liked to see how the 10 proposed solutions may work together as a comprehensive new service experience. But overall, we thought this was a really strong project.
Okay, so another runner-up in the student category is a base camp by the Cleveland Institute of Art. The team is David Pickett and Dan Kufero for Zipcar in Avon Lake, Ohio, United States. Runner-up is a product and service that provides urban dwellers easy access to an out-of-the-box type of camping experience. The design system is made up of partnership, online community, and a product. First, by co-branding with Zipcar, a membership-based car-sharing company, urban dwellers are provided a more seamless and accessible camping experience. The online community helps improve the camping experience by making it predictable so that users have a better idea of what to expect. And lastly, an easy out-of-the-box type of camping experience through a compact modular system delivers improved usability compared to the traditional camping experience. We overall thought this is a very interesting service proposition for both consumers and Zipcar that capitalizes on existing services and infrastructure. Its touch points and the interplay between them are well thought through, and the branding and communications are creative and well integrated. The project is somewhat light on consumer research, and the jury would have liked to see a more robust process exploring user needs to ground the otherwise very strong concept. Again, a very clever concept and great touch points and integration among them.
Great. And finally, the winner for the student category is Museum Virus by Clementina Gentile of TU Delft and Northern Light, who worked with Peter Remmerswald and Kunstal for Kunstal in Rotterdam in the Netherlands. So Museum Virus is an educational game divided into 3 phases. The first phase takes place at school. Through an online game played on the interactive whiteboard, children identify themselves with different virus profiles. In the second phase, the 4 virus groups, with the help of decoding glasses, read 4 sets of secret messages spread all over the museum exhibition. In this way, children can answer a set of questions and obtain a secret code. In the third phase, back at school with the secret code, students access the last part of the online game, an interactive story with animated visuals. So this was a really cool project that built a fun, educational, and integrated student experience. The different touch points used throughout the journey arc and how they worked in concert to achieve student learning objectives were really well considered. We thought that the high-quality artifacts engaged users over physical and digital channels quite well and across time and space. and so thus are to be commended. And beyond the end users, the students, the designers also took great care to create a smooth and intuitive experience for implementing stakeholders, from museum curators to school teachers. They also ensured that there was alignment between design and business and presented a compelling business case for the implementing museum. So overall, a fantastic project, and we congratulate all the winners in the student category. And now onto the professional entries. This category was very interesting and elicited a lot of spirited discussion and debate amongst the jurors. Starting with the notables, the notable professional entry was Building Peer Education Programs 1 Hour at a Time by Christina Tran, who worked with Our School and Green Doors for Our School in Pasadena, California in the United States. Our School organizes bite-sized in-person classes to unlock the knowledge in our cities. It empowers anyone to become a teacher by Our School originated in a research project where the co-founders learned that people experiencing homelessness need connection with others and need channels to contribute in addition to shelter. So Our School's mission is to discover the teacher within everyone and to increase self-worth and foster a culture of participation in our communities. The project's goal is to build education programs with community organizations who share that same vision. It provides a starting framework, and it helps co-design programs to customize them based on the organization's values and needs. So we thought this project demonstrated a strong understanding and application of the service design process. The designers meaningfully engaged with diverse stakeholders to ensure buy-in from both users and program implementers, and to develop an offering that recognizes the needs, aspirations, and capacities of both parties. While the artifacts and the products are certainly interesting, we would have liked to see them packaged and integrated as a more cohesive service. And the program's objectives, however, and its designers' commitment to empowering community organizations are certainly commendable, and the jury really hopes to see more entries like this one in the future.
Right, so in the professional category, runner-up is Lego Kuso by Kuso System. The team is Kohei Nishiyama, Paul Smith-Meyer, Charles Lang Anderson, Michael Stahl, and Tim Courtney for Lego System AS, Billund, Denmark. Lego Kuso is a website where Lego fans can submit their ideas for new Lego products and collect votes to make their ideas become a reality. They can also vote for other users' ideas. Ideas that are supported by 10,000 votes have a chance of being selected to become part of the Lego Group's product portfolio. Consumers who have their ideas chosen will earn 1% of the total net sales of the product. We thought that was really refreshing to see large companies taking risks in closed markets, and we're glad to see Lego embracing open innovation and integrating its users in its product development process. As Lego Kuso is built off an existing open innovation platform, the jury would have liked to better understand how this off-the-shelf platform has been customized for Lego users, as well as how Lego might build complementary service to further engage users. Although the project is in its early stages, it shows promise, and again, we're keen to see Lego expand this offering.
And finally, last but certainly not least, the winner of the professional category this year is the Service Design Program by Design Wales, the team comprised of Paul Thurston, Gavin Kaywood, Andrew Walter, and Chris Brooker for the Welsh Government in Cardiff, Wales, the UK. The Service Design Program provides comprehensive support for the manufacturing industry through activities that include promotional seminars, intensive workshops with teams from individual companies, and online resources. In parallel, design businesses are being introduced to new tools and techniques to both build their capacity for and their confidence in the delivery of service design. The program is funded by the Welsh Government through the Department of Economy and Transport and it reflects the most recent policy documents from the European and UK governments that have both identified service innovation as a priority for the future competitiveness of the sector. So we thought this was really a fantastic program. It's a well-structured effort for raising awareness of service design and advocating for it to both industry and to the design field. The blend of and the interaction between the program's online and offline elements seem really well thought out. And the program appears, and while the program appears to be more government-driven than perhaps demand or user-driven, so we would have liked to see the designers place heavier emphasis on employing the design processes that they are promoting. All that said, we really applaud the impact this program has had since its launch, and we really look forward to following this progress. So congratulations to all the winners in both the student and the professional categories this year on a job very well done.
Yes, and as a final note, we would like to add that we were, the service design jury, we were really pleased to see the overall diversity of projects that were submitted to the awards. We were in particular impressed and encouraged by the quality and diversity of the students' entries. And then in terms of the professional entries, we understand that it really reflects the fact that the service design is such a new emerging field. So we are happy to have contributed to this process this time around, and we look forward to the next editions of the service design awards next year.
Yeah. So on behalf of the entire service design jury, both Lara and I and Ted, Shrupti, and Helen, who couldn't be here, thank you to all of those who submitted entries to this category this year, and thank you for tuning in. From New York City, this is the service design jury team signing off.